An extreme heat wave also gripping large parts of Pakistan, with temperatures climbing to a staggering 52 degrees Celsius in the southern province of Sindh this week. The intense heat has forced many schools to close early for the summer holidays as the debt-hit country struggles to implement a heat action plan to protect its 240 million people. Hira Mustafa has more from Islamabad.
9 years old Saad should be at school, but for the past 10 days he spent his days here at his father's bakery on the outskirts of Islamabad. It's a decision his father Shahzad made to ensure the safety of his young children.
तो बच्चों को तो परेशानी है स्कूल में काफ़ी ज़्यादा स्कूल वहाँ पे एसी नहीं लगा उनको एयर कंडीशन नहीं है तो वो जाते नहीं हैं मुश्किल होती है उनके लिए कहते पापा वहाँ पे गर्मी है
नई चीज़ें ख्याल रखती हैं और जब हमारे तो घर में जाती हैं पापा के साथ जब मोटरसाइकिल पे आता हूँ गर्मी लगती है
Saad School is among hundreds of government publicly run institutions in Islamabad that have remained open during the heat wave, but only for 4 hours a day. This stands in contrast to schools in many other parts of the country that have shut as a result of scorching temperatures rising as high as 50 degrees Celsius, 8 degrees above what is normal this time of year. The school closures have affected 26 million children, and parents say more should be done to minimize disruption to their children's studies.
So they must generate some facilities for the indoor learning activities, like the online classes or these kind of activities, so that we cannot, they cannot join the schools in these days, so they can continue their learning at their homes.
Saad's father says the heat is also compelling customers to stay home, making it harder for his family of 4 to make ends meet. Once bustling with customers, his bakery now sees next to no footfall.
काफ़ी फर्क पड़ जाता है गर्मी की वजह से काम स्लो हो जाता है
Frequent power cuts are also increasingly common as demand for electricity surges in the summer months.
लाइट बल्ब उससे जा नहीं रही जैसा होता है कि ज़्यादा लोड शेडिंग उससे नहीं जाती है आधा घंटे के लिए इधर दिन में 1-2 मरतबा चलेगी उससे नहीं है जिससे इतनी ज़्यादा परेशानी नहीं हो रही अब आगे देखें क्या बनता है जाएगी तो फिर मुश्किल काफ़ी ज़्यादा होगी.
The government has been running awareness campaigns to educate the public on the dangers of heat waves. Officials have urged people to stay hydrated, cover their heads when stepping out, and to wear loose clothing. It has also warned that children, pregnant women, and elderly are most at risk and asked that they stay indoors. But beyond giving general advice, the government has not outlined a concrete plan of action. Experts say they were caught off guard by the early arrival of the heat wave and its unexpected intensity.
April and May and June, these are the post-spring season months. In April, we saw that we have the above normal rainfalls and the temperatures didn't climb. Heat waves are not very uncommon in the month of May and June, but what is important now is that the heat waves, the frequency of the heat waves is increasing.
Pakistan's meteorological office says the current heat wave will likely subside in the coming days next week, but will return in early and late June. But in the absence of a government coordination heat wave plan, volunteers have stepped in, setting up these temporary water stations with iced water to help people stay cool, especially daily wage laborers who continue working outdoors.
Hospitals across the country have also been put on high alert, with the government saying the number of people needing urgent medical attention will spike with the prolonged heat wave. Hospitals have been tasked to set up emergency heat wave response centers and to swiftly treat those coming in with heat stroke symptoms.
Shahzad, like many Pakistanis, is worried about the long-term impact of the heat on his young family and hopes the government will do more to help millions like him. Hira Mustafa, CNA, Islamabad.